Alright, so today we're starting to do some work to the Fusion. We're gonna add some race car parts. Hell yeah. Alright, so today we got the Fusion in the shop. We have a bunch of goodies for this thing that Nostrum supplied. So we're going to be doing their stage 1 fuel pump and their stage 1 injectors. I heard that this is pretty easy to do. So they give you some awesome instructions with it. And Jem-Sport told me they can do them in like 20 minutes. So I think we can do it in about an hour. So let's get to it. We only got an hour of footage, so we might as well just record it all. Alright, so basically I just have to take this intake off, so we're going to get this air filter out, and we're going to get this charge pipe off to make some room. You should time me.
It has a timer on it.
Get it.
26 seconds. I'll let you know when the
I don't think we can do this all in one take.
5 minutes.
Pretty good.
5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. This thing's too long. Collapsed hose.
It's not collapsed. It's coolant hose, so it doesn't want to do what it actually is supposed to do. But it does.
But it's not actual coolant hose.
When you gotta do something, you just do it, alright? You don't wait for the world to tell you what's right or wrong. Just do it.
Oh, I know.
Boom. See? We only lost one. That was fragile. Fragile.
Fragile.
Alright, so we got this vacuum tube here on the back that we're gonna have to undo. I undid the map sensor, the throttle plug, and then we also have this vacuum port here, but I think it's gonna be a lot easier if I get the bolts out. So it looks like they did a pretty nice job with this, where I can get most of the bolts with an extension and a 10 mil. So hopefully it's just those bolts, and there's not any surprise bolts underneath that I can't get to. So let's get this intake off. They got nice little holes here for everything.
Oh, okay.
I got an 11 because I'm a dummy. Huh?
You were able to get it in there.
Told you. I have mechanic the time or two. So this swap should be very close to what you do on your Mustang. This is pretty much a straight up Mustang swap besides the air box, the battery, and you know, I got a fuel pressure regulator, but that all hooks into the factory stuff, so it shouldn't really change too much if you're trying to do this on your Mustang. Oh, there's a little vacuum tubey back here too, buried in the wasteland, all the way on the back. Hell yeah. Remember kids, don't leave the hard ones for last. That's why I left a bolt up front, because this one's gonna kind of suck. Bet your 2J isn't this easy to work on.
Actually, I would have had the manifold off by now.
I don't believe you. It sounds fake. That's just because your 2J's sitting on a stand, actually.
I had to do it in the car. It took like 20 minutes. The injector seals.
We're apparently going to have this off and back on with new injectors in 20 minutes. Allegedly. Squeeze! Alright, so we got this guy here. It's gonna come off. Oh, this one's not a push down clip, is it? It might be. Oh, it is. It's just a little tough because it doesn't get any lubrication. We got sensors on the back too we gotta pull off. Little clips. really gotta get a catch can for this thing.
Catch can.
She's breathing a little heavy. All right, and then
I mean, the teardrop's probably like my favorite part.
this one tube on the back, and I got it a little bit easier. Now, what else do we got? Still got something. Oh, is this this coolant tube is holding on for its life. 13 mil? 13. Somebody put these stupid
lizard
brake lines on. Some idiot. So this is the one day we get this week, I think, that's gonna be under 100. So we're out here. There's like a storm coming through, so it's actually not that bad. I'm not dripping sweat yet, so I can actually come hang out, drink a beer, work on the car. And then once we put these Nostrum goodies on, we can run full E85, and we should be able to pick up like 100 horse, which is gonna be butter giving ride-alongs to 3 people in this thing.
Can't wait.
Then I can destroy Austin and his LS S chassis with
Hey,
my
out.
Ford Fusion.
How are those intake gaskets look?
Butter. She's only got
Lizard.
50K on her.
I know, but they're like rubber.
There's your Coyote to Ecoboost intake difference. Okay, so now that we're in here, we got a pretty good view of everything. So you take this little booty off.
Weight reduction.
I might put it back on.
Is that like an insulator?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it looks
I'm
like-
not changing anything else, so I might put it back on.
That's not
So-
blue bars. Oh, that's just those 5 bolts.
You get this little temperature pressure sensor combo here. You gotta pull the tab like that. Pull this thing out. I actually run one of these on the race car for the oil pressure. Do you know that? So almost everything here is a 10 mil, which is pretty nice. What's gonna be nice though, this thing's hot as hell right now, but it heats up so fast. In the winter, I'm gonna have maximum defrost because street car. Oh, I should probably break that nut loose before I go too ham over here. All right, so we got the high pressure fuel line here. So I gotta take that off. I think it's a 17. Bang bong. She got some fuel pressure, bud. And they sell a special tool for this, but we'll just yank. And look at that, all the injectors are out. Who needs special tools? Yeah, see, I should just be able to do that and then wiggle this thing. There she goes. Yeah, she's just a little stiff. Need a better grip on her. This fuel rail is so hot. Sure, that's good for power. Hell yeah. Injectors. Okay, so what we have here is all our super fancy Nostrum parts. So all the injectors are serialized, they're super nice, and they have flow sheets and everything that come with the injectors. And then they also give you a flow sheet for the fuel pump, which is right here. And everything's just super well machined and very, very good quality. So we'll see how the fit and finish is, but they do a lot of BMW stuff. And BMW guys are not like Mustang guys, so I imagine it's a lot better than most Mustang parts because they will cry if it doesn't fit right. And since we're changing out the high pressure fuel pump as well, we have a new high pressure fuel line. And then this is the thing that I think is going to be the biggest pain, is getting this line off because it's got a couple bolts in the back, and the car sits underneath, like the motor sits underneath the cowl in the Fusion, so it's going to be kind of hard to get to. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we have our parts out. We can put our injectors on the fuel rail, but before I put the fuel rail in, I want to take the high pressure fuel pump off, and I want to fight this thing, because I think it'll be easier with the least amount of stuff in there. This is now not boiling hot because it's had 14 seconds to cool off. And you should just pull out, I believe. Yeah. Just like a normal injector. And then it's got a little clippy boy on there. So you take those off. Grab your fancy boy injectors. These are a direct replacement, so they go right on. Yeah, put that clip on there. It just helps it stay in position properly. These seals are all dry, so I'm gonna get myself some silicone grease to throw on those. Oh yeah.
Is that Crytox?
Oh yeah. Just silicone grease. You can get it at the hardware store. Works great. And now this will pop in like butter. See, look at that. Mint! So I'm gonna pull the rest of these out because now I'm getting grease all over me. And they don't pull out super easy.
And you're not the pull-out king?
I don't have any kids yet that I know of. All it really takes just a little bit. Little bit of lube goes a long way. You won't have to worry about ripping O-rings when you go to start the car and it doesn't blow fuel all over the place. Give me my thing.
I was just looking at all like the carbon buildup.
DI, brother. It's like a diesel, but not.
You won't have that problem with the E85.
E85 is weird. Like, it doesn't carbon up, but it definitely like makes deposits still. Because ethanol is freaking nasty. But we have a tune from Jem-Sport for 93 and E85. So right now we're gonna run it on 93. It's got a full tank. I'm gonna put these in, make sure it runs good. I'll drive it back and forth to work for the rest of the week. And then once she's really, really, really low on gas, we can put the Hot Boy E85 tune on and see what she does. But
She shoot hot fire.
yeah, spit hot fire. Top 5 best wrappers around. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Boop. See how nice that went in? Just a little bit of lube. That's all you need.
Never going dry.
So we're gonna leave this like this, and I'm gonna go yell at the car for 20 minutes to try to get this line off.
You say it's on the back side?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull the whole pump off, and then it's this line here. So once I get the pump off, I can look more at that.
Alright.
We already did it. Yeah, so we got our Evil Energy quick release hoses here. These should just pop right off. If I can get my fingers in there. But then we gotta pull this big black bracket off, which I think kind of like wraps around it. Maybe it's just bolted to the top. That would be kind of cool. And then I gotta pull this off, which is strategically JB welded together, because it definitely wasn't broken when I put the engine in. We'll have to clean that up. This doesn't count towards the 20 minutes. Somebody ghetto rig this. I don't know who would have done it.
Must have been in a hurry.
Hey, I got the whole car built in
Lizard.
3 months. It's not bad. I ripped the seal though, which sucks. Can't have anything nice. Yay. Alright. Yeah, there's a bolt here. Might be a 10, might be a 13. Oh, just too far. Nice. Just enough.
Hate it when that happens.
Just enough. Well, I knew it was gonna happen. I just needed to slow my roll. Weight savings. I think it's like 3 pounds. 8mm for these. We've made progress. I have probably 20 minutes into just this one bolt. Turns out it's an 8mm, with the other one being a 13. And it's like slightly underneath the vacuum pump. And I don't know about on the Mustangs, but my harness is like right behind it. So I can't get any tools on it besides a wrench. And I can barely get the wrench on it. So I might need to go find a ratchet wrench to try to fit it, but this is a very hard bolt to even like find. I had to take all the foam off of it, and I don't think she's gonna go back on, so we will see. So minus 20 minutes of this bolt, this one bolt, we're only like 40 minutes in. But we're definitely not doing this whole thing in an hour. This being the hardest part, now we can figure out how to wiggle this out.
Fish it out.
And wiggle the new one in. Ta-da!
Right to the trash.
Lizard.
That thing. More beer. That sucked. Alright, so we're going to start putting this back together. These lines look like they're bent really, really well. It's super close to what the factory is, but it's got a little difference here at the top where the fuel pump goes. So their instructions say put the fuel pump in first. I'm going to hang this on the back of the motor just so everything's out of the way, and then I will worry about the rest. And then I got to figure out how to use HP tuners, because we need a tune. I hate tubes. This is what working on a rocket engine's like.
It should have just gave you a braided line.
I think it's too high a pressure. It gets to like 5,000. Over 9,000. What the f is going on? Okay, so it's definitely not 30 minutes later, and the tube's in, and it fit in there really easily, and I didn't fight it at all. It was great. So now I gotta put this nut on, and I gotta put the nut on for the coolant bracket that I accidentally took off. So this won't be a pain at all.
Ow.
It's good for you.
This bumper stabbed me.
It's good for you. Builds character. Alright. So that one's on. Try to get this one on. Whoever put this harness here is an idiot. It's right in the way of doing a high pressure fuel pump line swap. Who would have thunk? Right, my one bolt I didn't need to take off is back on. This one will snug, so I can still move it. Just do it while nothing's in the way. And get our fuel pump on. I've been letting these injectors sit while I'm messing with everything else with the 310 Teflon seal installer thingy. Hopefully that's the right size, because I have no clue. But it fits. It feels good. So I'm going to put this on first. We have 2 bolts for this guy, 2 longer bolts for the pump. So it's a 5mm. This puppy on. Don't forget your little adapter thingy, because I almost forgot it. Take your cappy cap off, your other cappy cap off. put your little clippy clip on. Alright. I definitely need to look at what this thing does. Because I thought it would just slide in there, but it obviously does not do that. Alright, so I figured it out. That is just to align this so it's perfectly lined up with the hole so your pump fits and nothing leaks. Probably, hopefully. It definitely tells you some type of torque in the instructions, so you should do that. Seen it here first. Torqued. Boop. You want to take this to your room? It's ripped.
No. Oh, my back. Just from filming.
Just a couple old men doing things, hanging out. Why would they put cap screws? I hate everything. I'm gonna end up sitting here with a Allen wrench.
1/4 turn at a time.
I wonder if I can turn the engine over to push that cam down more. I doubt it though. I don't know how high pressure fuel pumps work, but the magical mystery. I know on a diesel you gotta like time it. So we're gonna just lube up this Teflon real quick with just a little bit, so they slide in nice, because we don't want to mess these Teflon seals up because it goes directly into the combustion chamber. Put a good amount on these threads here. This really you could use whatever you want, oil, whatever, but I already have the Teflon out, so or the silicone, so using that. I need my butt wipe.
Is your ass cracked, sweating too?
No, I need my butt wipe. Alright, let's throw this in. Can't reach my butt wipe hole. Alright. Throw this light back where we can all see, except it's dying. It's dying! Alright. Be careful not to put a bunch of doo-doo in the holes. Alright, so that's sitting in there. Hammer. But we're not going to use the hammer side of the hammer. We just want to use the wood to try to tap these in very gently and evenly. And as you can see, they're 99% seated. So now we'll put the bolts in and get that ready. We're also going to take a look at where our high pressure line is, and she lines right up. So pretty mint. Get that threaded on there before we start all these other threads in, just so we don't have an issue with cross threading it or getting it to fit right.
What about the other side?
The other side's already started, so that fit up perfect too. Get our 10mm bolts started back in here for the fuel rail. It's a horrible production.
Sorry, I'm not custom captured.
Well, I'm talking about me with my dead flashlights and dead GoPros and whatever else. We're going back together. We're doing it. Torque. There you go. Now that's torqued. We make sure to plug everything back in, because that would really suck to do everything and then not have any injectors. Remember that time somebody said this isn't gonna take that long to do, and then you did it, and it always takes exactly how long it says it's gonna be?
Yup.
Every single time. And before I get too far ahead of myself, I need to tighten the fuel line. It's no longer a 17.
That's how they get you. Like, oh, I could just use the same tools that I used to take it off.
Hell no. So it's an 18 now. And you don't want to over tighten or under tighten these. They definitely give a torque spec for them that you should follow. Especially if you don't want to pull that intake back off to tighten the bottom one. Alrighty. That's that. These are all tight. I have an adapter for this. There's my connector. Plug that in. And then we can put the intake on. Alright, so they give us a nice little adapter here. So we're gonna connect this right to our old fuel line. And then clip that into my fuel pump. Boop. And it actually still doesn't look super shitty, so not bad. As long as you don't crack, we're good. Alright, so fuel pump install is done. Injectors are done. Last thing we gotta do is the intake, and it's literally just reverse of pulling it back off, and it's like 5 bolts. So I gotta put my little heat shield on because I said I was gonna put it back on. I'm sure this has a torque sequence. I'm gonna go inboard to outboard.
Start from the middle and work your way out.
Yep, torque sequence. It's only 5 bolts anyways. You know, there's not too many idiots that like swap their cars and then daily drive them. It's like me, you, and like the other 0.2% of the population that do it. You know what sounds really smart? Let's do a full swap on my car.
So after finding a coolant bolt for 10 minutes, just need to put the vent, and now it's in the hole.
If some idiot would have known to put that in before intake.
It's on the intake.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta put it in before you bolt the intake. Apparently,
So
my nut's missing. Here. Factory. And that goes there. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here.
Don't forget that doo-doo
This
coolant
thing?
line.
It's not. It does what it wants, okay? Good enough for who it's for. And, you know, because I needed to do it right away, and that's the only line I had. Race. So this is a factory intake, just cut with a big lizard filter on the end of it. Because they have they did some stuff with like Cobb and Steeda, I think, and they made a whole thing, and it had to be like completely silicone, like no lizard gaps in it, because this is actually made like really good from Ford for power. So I was like, well, if that's made really good and I have a really big cone, then she'll be really good. Okay, so I think I figured out how to hack into the interface. We are using the HP tuners, and apparently I need to disable a code. Weird. Okay, we got it written from the Jem-Sport tune, and let's see if she'll start, huh? That's weird. Whatever. Turn our fuel pumps and stuff on. Battery is not happy. Jump box time. Okay, I got the jump box on. Turn the key. I don't need the clutch switch. fuel pump's on. Let's try it. Not super happy. Oh. It runs. Hell yeah. Just need to get the fuel pump primed, the high pressure fuel pump. Now I'll check it for leaks. Hopefully it's good. Okay, the car seems to be running and idling good. So I'm gonna back this out and take it to work tomorrow, and hopefully she runs good. I'll take the computer with me and stuff if it starts acting weird, but I think she'll be fine. The car runs and drives great. I was bored and started playing with a ghost cam tune and a pop and bang tune. Neither work. Now I just have it so at low loads it runs like crap. So I still have to try to figure that out. ChatGPT has failed me at this point. But the car does rip. I think we probably picked up 10 horse, which isn't nothing. And it just feels a lot more smooth. The car just seems to like the new injectors and the bigger fuel pump a lot better, which usually isn't the case, but I think we're just at the peak of what the stock injectors wanted to do. So it's a little bit happier not being maxed out. All right, so I'm one step closer to making this thing a real ripper. The Nostrum stuff fit really good and the car runs really great. In the Jem-Sport tune, the base map, the car drives phenomenal. So it's better than most finished tunes that I've gotten on the race cars. So super happy about that. Still probably gonna get a custom tune on it to get the pops and bangs and stuff, so we get some sick flames out of the hood. We still get them, just not as much as I would like. So we got to do something about that. But overall, the install didn't take too long. It probably took 2.5 hours. The back bolts really just sucked to get to on that line. Everything else was super easy. So I'm gonna put some links in the info below to the tooling that I use to make the injectors fit into the head nice and easy. That prevents you from breaking the Teflons. And I hope you enjoyed the video. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.